let's focus on finances. Staying on budget and not going into debt during the holidays is always a challenge. And this year, with inflation, it's probably going to be even easier to overspend. So we have with us money expert Kristin O'Keeffe Merrick. She is with O'Keeffe Financial Partners. She's going to join us and give us some great tips to stay on budget. Kristin, great to have you.
Good to see you. Yeah.
So first question, what is your number one piece of advice before we even head out to the stores to help us rein in our spending?
Yeah, I like a macro strategy. Yeah. I love a good checklist. I think, and I've already done this, is, sit down, however you make your lists, hand, type, whatever it works for you, and make a full who you're buying gifts for. Yeah. Are you entertaining? Are you throwing a little party for the kids? Whatever that looks like. Okay. Then you want to be thoughtful about, can you map this out over the next couple of months, right? We don't have to spend all the money in December.
All at once, right.
Right? It's November. We can think about being thoughtful about buying wrapping paper now, ordering your Christmas card now, thinking about buying a few gifts here and there when you're at the store, and really being thoughtful about when the spend is happening so that your January credit card bill doesn't crush you.
No, I like that, spreading it out. And also, you're right, you've got to make a comprehensive list so you know exactly what you're in for and who can fall off the list.
Who can fall off.
How do you do that without feeling guilty about it, and also maybe signaling to friends and family, we're going to do Christmas a little differently this year?
Exactly. And I think it's tough to do it with your kids, right? Especially if Santa is still actively involved in gift giving, then I think you have to be really thoughtful about how you manage your expectations with your children. But, Uncle Bobby can be told, hey, we're doing Christmas a little different. Here is a jar of jam that I made for you because it's from my heart, as opposed to a sweater that I had to spend $70 on. And I think that's where managing expectations becomes really important. Both, your spouses, your parents, your siblings, people who are going to understand your financial situation and be okay with not getting a big fancy gift.
And be direct, have that conversation up front early so that everyone's on the same page. That's great advice.
Yes.
Talk to us about using cash versus credit cards, because we see these interest rates, they're going up and up and up. The Fed has signaled they're going to continue to go up. Where do you stand on shopping just with cash?
Yeah, I love shopping with cash. And it doesn't have to be like you go to the ATM and take out $1,000. You just use your debit card when you're walking around as opposed to using your credit card. The worry that you wake up on January 1st in debt from Christmas is a really big bummer. It's a bummer to start 2023 that way.
Right.
So if you can be thoughtful about spending, like I said, cash throughout, and if you can avoid credit, do so. For the love of God, do so. It's, rates are, APRs on credit cards these days could be up to 25%. That's not a small amount of interest. And so that adds up, that compounds. The other thing is you can make payments to your credit cards as you go.
Okay.
So
to help keep that interest down so you're not paying money.
Throw $100 at it once a week, and that way when the January bill comes, it's less than you have anticipated.
One last quick question. What do consumers need to know about these little microloans? They're buy now, pay later plans. You see them popping up online. Some are even offered at the point of sale in person. What should we know before we say, yes, I'd like to buy now and pay later?
Yeah, I think that there's a place for buy now, pay later in our life. I think I would recommend if you use it for a big ticket item that you wouldn't normally be able to afford. For instance, if you have to replace a refrigerator or a washing machine and you don't have that cash up front, you can utilize buy now, pay later, because what happens is it sets you on a payment plan. And most of the time, these buy now, pay laters do not accumulate interest.
Yeah.
But they do impact your credit report, which is incredibly important to know. And they also can catch up with you if you're not thoughtful about how you're paying them on time. And also, like, what happens if you have 3 loans going at once? What if you have 4? Don't buy boots with buy now, pay later.
Got it. Right? So no impulse buys, no consumer-type goods. Save it for the big items.
Yes, big items only.
All right. Money expert Kristin O'Keeffe Merrick. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.